Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys, but I love Saturdays. I love the opportunity to be with family, with friends, to do some great, amazing things that we don't get to do during the week all the time, right? I hope you have either a cup of water or tea or coffee to sit back, relax, spend a little bit of self-care time so that we can breathe in the simplicity of self-care and saying that we are enough, right? That we are worth this. So I am Kelly Frick of Kelly Frick Connect, and I am super excited to take this moment this morning to be able to share more with you about how we can bring essential oils into our life. All right, so take a moment, pull paper, pencil, pen, coffee, tea, water, whatever that you are going to do to just be able to take less than 20 minutes right now for us to be able to just sit and breathe and take a moment for ourselves. All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to give you a real quick overview of what we are going to be discussing. We're going to talk a little bit about what an essential oil is, how to use an essential oil, why we should use essential oils, and briefly why quality matters. And then I'm going to share with you the simple top 10 oils. We're going to talk about how these 10 oils can address 80% of our physical, emotional, and mental needs. All right. And then I'm going to share with you the two most popular ways to be able to snag these 10 oils today. All right. Now, remember, anytime during this class, this presentation, this live, I want you to be able to feel free to ask questions. So comment below, and I will address them as best I can while I'm sharing with you. But if for some reason I miss any of your comments, I promise I will get back to them. I will make sure and answer and address any of your questions. And if you don't want to post your question in the comments for public, then definitely private message me and we'll address them. Because I don't want you to leave this class not feeling loved, supported, served, or blessed. Okay, so let's dive in. So I'll take a sip of our water. Or a sip of our tea or coffee, whatever you have. So what is an essential oil? Well, they are the extracts of the plants, all right? So think about anything that a plant might have, whether it has a seed, if it's a tree, bark, stems, roots, flowers. So they are found in all of these different parts of the plant. They are highly concentrated, so less is more. So we're talking like 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herbs themselves. So for example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to approximately 28 cups of peppermint tea, right? That's super wild. So now let's talk about how to use an essential oil. There are 3 ways we can use essential oils. We can use them aromatically, topically, or internally. So first let's look at aromatically. So they can help with our mood, lift our mood, purify the air, maintain healthy airways. That's the primary purpose of the aromatic. All right. And then the second way is topically. When we use them topically, it is most effective when we use a carrier oil. So there are many, many oils that are considered neat, all right, meaning that you can use them by themselves. And there are several oils that are considered hot where you want to use a carrier oil. But the cool thing about a carrier oil, when we use them 100% of the time with the oils, it's just like the name carrier. Carrier helps carry the essential oil into our system more effectively and more potent, all right? And it also then, like with hot oils, prevents skin irritations as well as allowing the oil to be used over a wider surface, such as a sore knee or a leg. So, for example, 1 drop of deep blue or peppermint isn't going to be able to spread over an entire sore thigh, but that with a carrier oil is able to spread much farther and be more potent. So it's a win-win situation, right? Hello out there, Brian, I see you. So remember, like I said, I don't always catch all my bubbles because I get really excited with sharing with you guys. So finally, let's talk about using them internally. Oh, and going back to topically, that when we use them topically, they enter our bloodstream within 30 seconds. I don't know about you, but I don't have any OTCs that have ever affected me that quickly, and that's super cool. So let's talk about them internally. They help us with targeted health, all right? And this is probably one of my favorite ways to use oils. I don't think there's a single cup of water or tea that I don't have an oil in at all times. My family definitely teases me about that. They usually tend to sniff my drink to see if it's their water or my water. But we want to make sure that we never use plastic with our oils, that we use when we're using them in water or tea, that we always use it either in ceramic, stainless steel, or glass. So why should we use essential oils? As mentioned earlier, they are safe, they are natural, and they meet 80% of our health and wellness needs. So they are a way for us to be able to take chemicals out of our cleaning, our household cleaning. They are ways to level up our medicine cabinet. They are ways to support our emotional needs. And they are a way to make cooking super fun and reap the therapeutic benefits. And there's so many other ways why and reasons why we should use essential oils. That is just the tip of the iceberg, all right? So the question that I get asked a lot is, why does it matter what brand I use? So for time's sake, I am going to keep this super brief, but if you have further questions, again, please do not hesitate to comment below or private message me, and I would love to go into greater detail with you. But the most simplistic answer is quality. We all understand the difference between GMO and organic food, right? We know that it has it's absorbing more of the nutrients. It's, it's not sprayed with chemicals, all these different things, right? Yes, organic may cost us more if we're not savvy with when we go to the grocery store, but in the big picture, it's actually costing us less. Why? Because we're having less doctor visits, right? We're having less medicines in our medicine cabinets, maybe even being able to eliminate medicines. We're having less gut issues, less emotional issues. So with that same train of thought, doTERRA has done their due diligence in making sure that their oils are rigorously tested. They are trusted by millions of families, and they source their oils from the plant's natural habitat. They're not forcing them to grow in an area that they weren't meant to grow in the first place. So therefore, these oils, these plants are going to thrive the best because they're in their natural habitat. And for me, that's near and dear. The most important thing about doTERRA and these oils is that doTERRA does this with a servant's heart of collaborating with the communities that are harvesting these plants. They serve and provide for these communities so that these communities can provide and care for these plants that become our precious oils. And if you want to know more about that, definitely look up Healing Hands and to understand their Healing Hands Foundation, their nonprofit that is underneath and within the doTERRA company itself. Amazing, beautiful stories. So now let's take a brief look at the top 10 oils. I'm super excited to share with you about this. All right, so again, I'm not going to be able to cover every single possible health concern because we just don't have that kind of time, right? But I am going to cover the most common, all right? And again, anything that you want to have addressed specific to your needs, comment below or private message me, because that's my favorite thing to do. I get to work with you individually to find your right fit and to find your high vibration of thriving in your health. So what are the top 10 oils? We're going to talk about lemon, lavender, peppermint, melaleuca, oregano, frankincense, the Breathe Blend, the Deep Blue Blend, Digest Zen Blend, and the On Guard Blend. So we're going to be talking about 6 singles and 4 blends. So lemon. This oil is extremely uplifting. It helps with focus, clear thinking, morning cleansing, and it removes sticky residue from surfaces. So think glue in carpet, gum in carpet, things like that. Super helpful. Lavender. This is the oil of truly all things calm. Think emotions, sleep, relaxation. It even soothes skin, especially after burns. I have no scars due to that. And I am definitely a mess in the kitchen. And I could actually talk to you about lavender for over an hour, but I promised you that I would respect your time and allow you to be able to still get back to your family, so we won't talk about it for an hour. But if you want to talk about it for an hour, please message me. Then there's peppermint. It is energizing. It cools you down. It helps with all forms of nausea, and it's a great rodent and bug repellent. Trust me, I have very minimal to no roaches coming into my house, and I live in a very hot, humid area. Then there's Melaleuca. It supports our skin health. This was our gateway oil with my daughter, for my daughter. So it supports skin health, blemishes, any skin condition. That was the reason why we started it. And it's great for fighting germs. Then oregano. All right, this is my number one to use in the kitchen, on the counters, on the cutting boards, especially after having cut up meat. I never, ever, ever worry about bacteria and germs in my house. As a matter of fact, to my husband's disdain, I don't even worry about soap sometimes because I think that whole bubble factor is just a myth. But I know that as long as I'm spraying something down with oregano, that it is not going to create an issue for me. It's also an amazing tool to stop internal bugs from keeping me down for a week. Who has time to be sick in bed for a week, right? You know, throwing up or doing this or doing that. I don't have time. I want to have fun with life, right? It's also great for some of our culinary dishes to keep that immune system boosted. Now, frankincense. This is our last single. I love frankincense. It is grounding. It restores our skin. This is the big one. It supports our cellular health, meaning that it goes in and makes sure that our cells are doing their job. And if our cells are not doing their job, Frank, aka frankincense, comes in and pretty much says, hey, cells, get your act together. That's super powerful. Then Breathe blend. We're going into our 4 blends. Breathe supports our lungs in all ways, seasonally, minor, major, anything to do with our respiratory system. Then Deep Blue. So we have overworked muscles, right? Aches and pains, tension, all of this stuff. This soothing blend helps us remember that it's not the end of the world. It helps alleviate all of those constrictions that are going on. And it helps also not only after a workout and you already have sore stuff, but it can help with preventative sore stuff. So using it before a workout can be really helpful. It's also really great for kiddos through their growing pains. Digest Zen. Yes, Frank is kind of bossy. So Digest Zen, it helps with upset tummy, too much food, motion sickness, nerves, all sorts of things. But it also helps with anything where we're feeling that just kind of sensation that starts in our belly, right? So emotional, physical, all that stuff, Digest Zen really addresses. Think about how it processes things for us. On Guard, this is our final blend. So On Guard is better than any chemical hand cleaner or household cleaner, right? And any super booster that we can do for our immune system. Since it is all natural, it actually works with our body's natural chemistry to help support our immune system rather than break it down. That is the amazing power of On Guard. So now let's take a deep breath. Take a sip of our tea or coffee or water, because I know that was kind of fast, but I want you to understand that even with those brief descriptions that I gave of the top 10, I covered 3, 4, 5 bullet points on each of the oils. That alone will support 80%, again, 80% of our health and wellness needs and goals. Not counting all the things that we can talk about privately, right? To be able to get on a coaching call with me, a quick 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute call, whatever works with your schedule. That's the super fun that I get to have when we talk one-on-one. So now what you might be wondering is, how do I get these 10 oils? Well, there are 2 very popular ways. We're gonna keep it super simple on how to start. There's the big kit and the little kit, okay? So let's talk about the big kit. You receive these same 10 oils that we just talked about in 15 milliliter bottles. So that's approximately 250 drops, which can last you anywhere from 2 to 6 months per bottle, depending on the frequency of your use. It also comes with the most popular petal diffuser, and short of drop kicking this petal diffuser, it truly will take a beating and keep on ticking, all right? I am not always easy on my electronics. Now, the small kit is the same 10 oils, but with 5 milliliter bottles, and that's approximately 80 drops per bottle. Now, it doesn't come with a diffuser, but it does come with the peppermint beadlets and the On Guard beadlets. These are super, super handy for on the go. And this starter kit is really great for trying to figure things out, all right, and wanting to learn a little bit more about the oils before you jump full force in. So, taking a breath again, knowing that that's a lot to take in, but it's as simple as small kit versus big kit, right? So now let's talk about how you can get started with either one of these kits. How you can get started with me. You can start with me anytime. You can start today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I'm here to serve and bless you when you are ready to start. You know your immediate health concerns the best. You know what you need and when you need it. You can start anytime. Like I said, I'm going to be here holding you with great support and great intention. Why? Because you are enough, and you deserve to put your oxygen mask on first. Many times we put other people's needs before ours, but it doesn't allow us then to be the best version of ourselves. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help remind you that you are enough, to support you, to serve you, to bless you, so that you can be the best version of yourself. Now, I am going to tell you, I'm going to pause for a second and tell you about some amazing deals that are going on this month. There's always great deals, but each month is different, and I never know. But this month, I wouldn't want you to miss out on this. So, for example, with the big startup kit this month, you would receive a free Manuka Touch roller and a 15 milliliter of Litsia. So Manuka is like the Melaleuca that we talked about, but on steroids, all right? Think of the Manuka honey and all of its amazing properties, all right? Manuka oil is more stable, more sustainable. Then Litsia is like the lemon that we talked about, but again, on steroids, all right? And again, it has all the same similar profile and properties because it is a citrus, but boosted. So these two oils, though, are not part of our regular purchasing options, and they have actually never been here offered in the States before. So this is a super treat for all of us, and we don't know if they're going to be available again ever, all right? So if you want to learn more about these 2 oils or any of the other 10 oils, please do message me, private message me, or comment below so that I can answer all of your personal specific questions. Because again, like I said, that's what I love doing the most. I love helping you shine and thrive in being you. So, when you are open to start, I am here for you. I am going to provide you with many goodies that I provide for my oils family, because that's what you are to me when you start with me. You are family. I want to help you, to serve you, to bless you. When you start with me, I serve you with continued education, with gifts to help you start using your oils right away. I empower you with a private support group and content so that you can share your successes with our oils family, as well as ask tons of questions with no judgment. Lots of amazing support. I am not going to leave you stranded with a box of oils and not know how to use these amazing gifts. Again, I am here to serve you and bless you, not abandon you. So the final question I have for you is, are you open to say, yes, I want hope and healing in my health. And yes, I want to transform my life. And yes, I am worth it. As always, I leave you lots of hugs and blessings, and to remind you that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and you are enough. So I look forward to hearing from you very soon. I look forward to reading your comments and to sharing more with you about this amazing, amazing life of saying, yes, I am worth it. You have a beautiful and blessed day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care and God bless.